What's up, guys? Welcome to the latest episode of the Champ Life Podcast with your boy, Kristian Vasquez. Today, I have an amazing guest. He just came off an amazing unanimous decision victory for another flex welterweight title. None other than the baddest man on the planet, the #1 amateur MMA fighter in the world, Ryan Gerena. Ryan, what's up, baby?
What's good, Kristian?
Nothing much, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm grateful for you to be sitting here right now, coming off a victory this past weekend, right here on Long Island in front of all your fans. How did that feel? And let's get right into that, and we can get into everything else. But coming off that victory, how did it feel winning this past weekend?
It's cool. It's cool. You know, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
It's another day. You know, it's part of the process.
Right.
Just got to kind of enjoy it. You know, be present.
Yeah.
And but it's cool. You know, we're going into the new year, so I'm excited to start the new year and yeah, man, just learn from all the pros, the cons, and just continue to develop.
Absolutely.
As a young fighter.
So this last week, your opponent, going into the fight, do you have expectations of how your opponent's going to perform? Do you have expectations of how difficult the fight might be?
Well, this guy, he was his name was Diego Zuria. He was the #1 ranked in all of the state of California.
Okay.
So tough guy, he's a tough guy. And he comes to fight.
Yeah.
But I knew he had I knew he wasn't on my level. I knew just see who I have in front of me. And yeah, man.
Well, going into the fight, what was his strong points that you knew that he had? What was his strong points? Is he stand up? Is he better on the ground? Was he a good kicker?
I think his best attribute was that he's scrappy. You know, he's not going to give you anything.
Okay.
You know, he's going to make you work for things.
Okay.
And he was short. He was 5'7".
Okay.
And he had a southpaw, so he had a good left hand, and so a guy with who's that short, you got to put him on a leash.
Okay.
You know, you got to put something in his face,
right, and
slow him down, and then so that's what we did. You know, staying away from that left hand,
okay,
and circling away, and yeah, man, just flowing.
Yeah,
okay, like being elusive, man.
Yeah.
Like this is man. Like fighting is a game. It's a game of tag. You know, it's high level, high level game of tag.
Hell yeah.
And it's pretty dope.
No doubt. And then that's like a boxer's mindset, going into a fight, the kind of like the in and outs, keeping your range, your distance to make sure that they can't get in when, you're in front of them. Like you have to keep that distance. You stay too close, they can attack. Like I just looking at it as a footwork standpoint in boxing, like in and out, keeping that distance, tag, move. Was it more of a stand-up, this fight? It was mostly stand-up?
Yeah. And first 2 rounds, stand-up. Third round, took him down.
Okay.
Picking my shots.
Okay.
Picking my shots, not getting hit. But yeah, man, boxing, it serves the blueprint for MMA, and it's like we're building on top of that.
Yeah.
And we're taking the best of each discipline and trying to put into the art of fighting.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man, like hit, don't get hit.
Yeah.
Hands stay up.
Absolutely.
The fundamentals.
Yeah.
Move your feet. Yeah.
So we got another one. So we're 10-0 now.
10-0.
How many knockouts? How many stoppages?
5 stoppages.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And we always have a plan. What's coming next? Do you have a plan? What's next? You're living into just the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Just enjoy the holidays with the family.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Family man.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
People follow you. I'm sure they see you with your family, your brothers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get to that. Let's get to that, brother. You know, I'm proud of you because I'm Puerto Rican and you're a fellow Puerto Rican, and seeing somebody in the MMA world do so good and be so dominant representing, I'm proud. And to have you here today, I'm very proud to have you here to shine the light on you to my audience, you know, and actually get in front of your audience. So I appreciate you being here. But culturally, did you grow up with the Puerto Rican culture?
Yeah. Both my parents were born out there.
Okay.
And but we were raised out here.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, and then yeah, man. But it's in the blood.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the blood, and I feel strongly about the island of Puerto Rico. And yeah, man. It's a beautiful place. They're beautiful people. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man. Just trying to give them the exposure that they need.
Yeah. True warriors.
That's right.
The Tainos.
That's right.
You know, if people know the history about what we did for America and the wars, you know, they would understand how much warriors we are. But representing that as a fighter, showing the world how tough and strong and smart you are, calculated, you know, it just goes to show everybody, you know, what we're about. And I appreciate that. So, what's your favorite Spanish meal? I had to ask you that real quick. Came in my mind.
Favorite, man. Arroz, gandules.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
You like mofongo?
Oh, for sure, man.
I love mofongo.
Yeah. Pernil. All of it, man. All of it is. Yeah. Bacalao.
Oh, man, bacalao. Mofongo's my favorite, though. Love that.
With what?
I like the pork. I like the pernil in the mofongo. You know, how they make it with all the garlic. And it's delicious.
Plantains.
Mm-hmm. All of it. It's delicious. Mm-hmm. I'm glad we share that.
Yeah.
So moving forward, you train at Vamos, correct?
Yeah.
How long have you been with them?
Man, I've been with them since I was like 13 years old. 13.
Yeah,
we've been. So
these are your boys. This family.
Yeah, man. They took me under my wing when I was young.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know they've gave me a lot of insight to the world, and they opened my eyes. Yeah. You know, and you know, like me going to Thailand when I was 19 for the first time to train overseas at Tiger Muay Thai with the best fighters in the world. They presented the opportunity. Right. And it was great, man. You know, like seeing that, getting that exposure at an early age with people from all different parts of the world, Russia, fucking Germany, Brazil, man, you name it. Yeah. To get that all in, you know, in a melting pot, it's good, man.
Now, before you went there to train, the type of training you did here, then you go there. I mean, I've heard some stories about the type of training that they do over there. Could you elaborate a little bit on what kind of training goes on in Thailand, right?
Thailand. They're big on Muay Thai. Okay. The art of 8 limbs. Yeah. And man, that's a tough sport. Yeah. I agree. Those guys, those men are bad, bro.
Hell yeah.
They're tough guys.
The kids too.
Kids, man.
I saw some videos on some kids going at it, like adults, like nice too with it.
Yeah, man. Fucking tough. Right. You know, a game changer.
That helped mold you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Going through that grueling training.
Yeah, man. Just getting that work in, man. Just showing up, man. You know, seeing what the top guys are doing, and man, don't stray too far away from that. Yeah. You know, keep it simple and put your own flavor to it. Yeah. You know, find your niche, and yeah, that's shit's important, man.
Yeah, I tell my fighters, like, I want you to create your own style. Like, I can tell you everything, but I want you to feel who you are. You know, when I start seeing kids just start doing their own thing, I let them. Because I want them to embrace who they are, right?
Yeah. Terrence Crawford, he was always sparring when he was young, and he was always switching stances. Right. And his coaches always get mad at him. Hey, stay orthodox. Like, learn how to fight one way. Yep. And then he just kept switching, and he was switching so much that they said, "Oh man, just let him do it." Right. And then look
at him now. Yeah, so versatile. He can hit you from any angle. He could switch in a millisecond. where most fighters shouldn't do that and they can't do that. That's what makes them special.
Or maybe they can and they're not doing it.
They're not practicing it. They're not doing enough repetition for it.
Yeah, man. They got, you know, it's they got, you know, put into a mold.
Yep.
You know, it's a, you know, it's a thinking man game.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I feel like the smartest fighters are the best fighters.
Man.
You know, high IQ,
Yeah.
intellect, people who read, who analyze. And that's you. That's all you. I always see you. You're very into just studies, right? We talk about it.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
It's important, man.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody talks about, you know, nutrition for the body.
Mm-hmm.
What about nutrition for the mind? You know, what you consume, you know, the what you're consuming on your phone, on the TV, on the, you know, the books, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what are you consuming?
Mm-hmm. Very important.
Yeah, for sure.
What would you know, I know people are gonna wonder, and they're gonna probably hope I ask this question, but what's a day in the life like for you?
Training, man.
But like, does it change every day, or is there like, do you have a set routine? Are you very regimented?
It changes. You know, and plus I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So trying to find what's best for me, but I like to, I don't know. I like being up at night. I get a lot of work done at night.
Creative more at night.
Yeah. And I've always felt like that's, you know, that's where I work best. But
Like studies or actually training?
Both. Yeah.
Just depends how you're feeling.
Kind of. Yeah, but both. And yeah, but I can.
So you're not an early riser? Sometimes. Just depends on the day.
Yeah, well, if believe it or not, if I'm not in camp,
Mm-hmm.
I try to wake up earlier. But when I'm in camp and I have a fight coming up, I tend to sleep later because the fights are at night. So I get my training for that time.
Right.
Because at the time you're gonna fight, which is gonna be later at night.
Which is smart.
Yeah. So but I find typically if you wake up earlier, you get more done though.
Yeah, for sure.
You know.
I think as an entrepreneur, you know,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Even on like a regular camp, some people like to wake up in the morning, run, get that out the way.
Yeah.
Weight training mid-afternoon, at night do your sport specific, boxing, whatever it is, MMA.
Yeah.
What's your specialty? What do you feel like your strongest point is?
Man, just mixing it up.
Yeah.
But just mixing it up and yeah, man, just fighting.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
fighting.
Yeah.
Like,
We went to the same high school. I mean, obviously I'm a lot older than you, but William Floyd, and you were a wrestler.
Floyd, that's right. Floyd.
That's right.
Floyd Strong.
Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, William Floyd. Mastic Beach.
That's right.
Yeah.
Putting them on the map.
Yeah, man.
Big time.
Yeah. Dope school. I got nothing but good things to say about it.
For sure.
You know, they've been good to me.
Yeah.
So you know, and that's why I like what you're doing to the community.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Thank you.
It's you're giving back to the community.
For sure, man.
Giving back. Like that's dope.
I try, man. And I love what I do, and I'm glad I could do it right here. I literally grew up 3 blocks away. I rode my bike past this building as a kid all the time. So I was like, I said, when it was empty, I was like, wait, it's meant to be. Just do it. Don't even think about it. But so you're a wrestler. I want to talk about that because that's big. You know, how was your wrestling? You know,
Yeah.
I would want to say career, but like how was that experience wrestling in high school?
It was cool, man. Wrestling's a dope sport.
Yeah.
You know, you wrestle so much. You have so many tournaments, so many matches. Where
is that where like you first started competition?
Yeah.
Right. So that was your first taste of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it starts to mold, and you know that mold that your competitiveness.
Yeah.
And your skill set, and yeah. So you have so many matches as a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps with the competition. So that's why I recommend everybody to wrestle.
I agree.
And plus, man, you get your hands on people, like they don't like that.
No. And I was looking through your Instagram today, and I seen you in one picture with your arm like this. You about to give him a crossface. But when you threw your crossface, you threw him like you were punching him with your forearm, right? I could tell because I used to wrestle, and that was my favorite thing to do. Is I would cross face you so hard that I would try to knock you out, and then I'd pop you under. It's similar.
Man, whatever you got to do, man.
Yeah, right.
Like, whatever you got to do.
You have to get a little dirty, nasty in there.
Well, man,
not dirty, but you got
to put him to his back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I fucking agree.
Yeah, man. By whatever it is, we're not here to fucking like, bro. We're competing.
You gotta go hard.
Yeah.
Can't be timid at any moment.
Yeah.
So
hey, by the way, I got you this.
Oh, you got me. Oh man.
Yeah.
Serious?
Early Christmas.
gift?
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. Shall I open it now?
Yeah,
I'll open it now.
Yeah.
It's up to you. All right, open it now. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, Ryan. I got a gift from Ryan. Yeah. Future world champion. I love books. I love reading. Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules for Life, an Antidote to Chaos. I love it. I'm going to read this. The most influential public intellectual in the Western world right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
You're welcome. It's a good one. Yeah, I actually went to the bookstore, and I had a book in mind that I was going to get you.
Okay.
And then that one picked. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one.
I love this stuff.
Yeah, and you're gonna like that one. It's a good one.
So you read it?
Yeah.
Check it out, guys. I'm gonna let you know about it. You're gonna see my post on Instagram about it real soon. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. It's cool. Very cool of you, my brother. Thank you. Can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
I just bought a book today called something 12.
Yeah.
12 and a half. Gary V. It's like 12 rules of business. Like, kindness, compassion, empathy, a couple of things. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like him too.
Yeah, he's intense. He wants you to succeed, and he's giving a lot of people knowledge.
Yeah.
You have traveled. I have to go back to the traveling because I was looking at your Instagram again. Traveling. I saw you with tigers, and you were petting them.
Yeah, last year I went to South Africa, Bloemfontein, South Africa.
Was it?
Bloemfontein,
Africa.
Yeah, South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, and
why'd you go there?
I was volunteering, working at a wild reserve called Zankita Wild Rescue.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and so they rescue all these wild animals that couldn't be released back into the wild. So there was everything from lions, leopards, cheetahs, and fucking meerkats, monkeys, bunch of other crazy wildlife.
Right, I saw some.
Yeah. They had this three-legged goat that would run around.
Oh shoot!
And it would like headbutt you.
Oh shit!
Crazy. But yeah, there's lions too, and crazy. It's awesome experience.
Right.
Africa, something special about that place. That's like I feel like that's where everything started from.
Right.
Like something very
You feel it in the air.
Yeah, strong, and like the night sky's crazy.
It's different.
Yeah, like you can see like the whole Milky Way and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you can't see that here. I see it in pictures, but that's great you saw that.
Yeah,
it's a good experience.
Yeah, I recommend anybody to travel if you get the opportunity to travel to acquire that experience that you can only get from traveling.
Right.
But that place, if anyone's interested, it's Zankita. It's look into it. It's they're doing beautiful things. For the thing. Yeah, they're beautiful people.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah.
And how was that those moments you had with those cats? Because I felt like you were really connecting with them.
Yeah.
It was like you used to build these connections with these.
Yeah, man. You could some of them you could like come closer corners with, but they have others that aren't as friendly, but looking in their eyes and stuff, it's crazy. It's like it's all instincts.
Right.
It's all, man. You look at it's crazy looking at a lion in the eyes,
right.
In person.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I want to do that one day. I was like, that's really cool, man.
It's humbling, honestly.
Right?
Yeah.
There's animals that could tear you up if they want, but you're connecting with them.
Yeah, I think so. Thanks, son.
Wait, what are your plans next? Like, where you want to go? What's the next place you're looking to travel? Anything on your list?
I don't know, man. I want to go to Spain.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe. I want to go to Texas too.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I heard good things about Texas.
Yeah, I hear good things about Texas too.
Well, you'll probably be fighting there one day, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
You want to talk about your trainers?
Yeah. Man, Alex Vamos, Moses Arocho. You know him, right?
Yes, actually, absolutely. No, I've known Moises. Well, we've come in contact numerous times over the years. Really good guys. Hear really good things about him all the time too.
Yeah, former world champion kickboxer.
Yep.
Man, this guy's he's a Puerto Rican. He's a crazy Puerto Rican.
I love it.
He's a hustler, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good person. He's very smart. And he has a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And man, so it's cool, picking their minds and stuff, and for them to share what they've learned throughout the years.
Right.
We all need that.
Yeah, absolutely. Wisdom.
Yeah.
From the elders.
Yeah. Sean.
Oh yeah.
Sean's your man.
I love Sean. That's my boy.
Yeah.
That's my brother.
Yeah. What do you think of Sean?
Oh, Sean? I think he's a stand-up guy, big heart. He's a special guy.
Yeah.
Definitely special. I consider him a really good friend.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Sean?
Good guy. He's a family man.
Yeah.
That's what I like with him. Like he's running, multi-million-dollar company, but like the kids, them taking them to practice, that daily crazy grind, with him and his 5 kids. He's like, man, it's cool. It's inspiring.
It is.
And he still makes time for everything. And he that's it, man. That's it. That he
Yeah.
I think he's aware of that.
Right.
I think he's aware of that. That that's it.
Yeah, he is. He's got it. He's got it down.
Yeah.
He's got a great family.
Yeah.
Great family. He's got an older brother, cousins. They're all great people.
Yeah.
All loving, warm, welcoming people. So Sean has it. He's got it down. You're right.
Yeah.
Takes care of his kids. I admire that too. I see him with his kids all the time at wrestling, and they're bad too. Those kids are good.
Yeah, man, tough little snappers.
Very tough.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's that blood that they have from overseas, that tough blood over there.
He doesn't he's very fair with them.
Yeah.
But he ain't no pushover.
No.
So
It can't be.
Yeah. So he makes his kids are they're blue collar.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So that's cool.
Absolutely. I'm glad you brought him up.
Yeah. Well, Blake, he just fought, right?
Yeah, Blake fought. He fought this past Saturday.
Cool.
And Blake's still learning. He's got a lot to learn. He's 18, and we've kind of thrown him in there with tougher opponents at an early age than we were supposed to, but he had no choice. Otherwise, he wouldn't get no fights. He's always a bigger kid at his age.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, I thought they should have gave him the fight. But I'm not one of those people anymore, like to say, "Oh, he should have won." I thought he won, but he lost. He lost the fight on his own. He gave it away by not sealing the deal when he should have. That's why.
You thought that he won, but that there's a lot more that he could be doing to make sure that he wins.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Like sticking the jab, making sure you control the fight with your jab. Don't let your opponent get close to you. You use your feet to separate, and you use your jab to dominate. And then punches come off that, and you circle off, and you just dominate the fight. I think to me, it's common sense. If you put it together, if you have the right formula, and you stick to it, and you have speed, and you have power, and you have a good sound defense, no one can beat you. And I feel that about him. I feel like nobody should beat him because he has the attributes. He has the physical ability. I just know it's here.
Yeah.
He's not ready yet. Well, I know it's going to click one day. That's why I believe in him. And that's all I need. As long as I believe in him and he keeps training hard, that one day he's going to become dominant.
Yeah.
Just got to have that, that faith behind your students. That's all.
Yeah. And it takes time.
Yeah, absolutely. Why do you fight, Ryan?
Man, it's competition at its highest form. It's man, I like to compete.
Yeah.
You know, I like to challenge myself. And what's for me, what's better than fighting at the highest level?
Yeah.
You know, fighting in one of the most dangerous sports. Like, I don't know, man. There's something very intriguing there.
For sure.
Very exciting. You know, that rush. You know, that.
It's a high that nobody can explain.
Yeah.
Unless they actually do it.
Yeah. But yeah, man. And you know, it's trying to set myself up, set my family up. You know, set everybody just trying to build. You know, just trying to uplift and give back to the community and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, man, it's bigger than just you.
Absolutely.
You know, it has to be.
Right.
So yeah.
So you do it to inspire.
Yeah, man.
For sure. And I'm sure you do. You inspire a lot of people.
Yeah.
Your work ethic and all that. People are like, damn, that's what it takes to be at that level. So
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna inspire a lot. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, ultimately, like, what's that ultimate goal with it though? Is there an ultimate goal with what you're doing, or no? You seeing where it takes you, or you know what you want, you know what's gonna happen?
Man, to go down in history as the greatest fighter to have ever lived. Like, I'm trying to do something that has not been done yet, and I know it's a long road. And man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. And I'm trying to go down in history. So I gotta stay humble.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta humble myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and knowing that I'm going down a hell of a journey.
Absolutely. You're gonna do it, because I see. I've since I met you, I'm like, he's special. Just saw it in your eyes, saw it in your demeanor, the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. I was like, he's the one. He got it. And then I saw you Puerto Rican. I was like, it's a wrap. I'm praying for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it. Whatever he wants to do, he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
I know we talked a lot about MMA and stuff, but
who's your favorite Puerto Rican boxer?
Oh, you already know, Macho Camacho.
Oh, yeah.
Macho time. He had it all.
Yeah, that's your guy.
He had it all, man.
Yeah.
He had the skills, the speed, the power, the footwork, the head movement, and the charisma. And you know, to me, that's what sold me on boxing. I was like, wait a minute, this guy's way too cool. I want to do that. I want to do whatever he's doing. So,
man,
he was a bad dude.
He was a bad dude.
He was. And I love. There's a few Puerto Rican fighters that I love. Yeah. You know, after him, I would say, you know, it was Trinidad.
Felix.
But when Cotto came to the scene, it was Cotto won me over. But I'm still a big Cheeto fan. But Cotto, to me, is second on the list of Puerto Ricans, because just the way he was dominant, went to the body, very, very strong, and he had it. He was great. Yeah, it was great. What about you? What was your?
Macho. I mean, from Wilfred Benitez, he was something special.
Absolutely.
Yeah, his footwork, he was smooth. But you know, Tito Trinidad, he had that left hook. Like, he was dangerous,
he was
man.
Dangerous.
He was dangerous. But yeah, Macho, he had demons.
You know what? I love that. Did you see the documentary?
Yeah. He had his demons, man. Like, he couldn't shake them.
He couldn't shake them, but he still fought with them.
Yeah, I know.
That's what made me love him even more. I was like, wait, this guy had demons? Yeah. He's fighting at this level?
Shit, man.
Right?
He was all natural, bro. Natural talent. He was talent. That was talent right there.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, the way he would move, like.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So smooth.
Yeah.
So smooth. That's how I tried emulating him as a kid.
That's who you. Yeah, I can see it in your style. Yeah, always moving and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, move like I tried. I studied him as a kid, so I brought that into the ring for sure. And I actually, a lot of what I teach is a lot of his movement. So if you see my little guys, they got that movement. You know, I think it's important. You have to know how to move around that ring, control it. You know, so Macho was definitely me. It's funny, I met Macho when I was probably like 9 years old. I was fighting in the Junior Olympics. I went to Puerto Rico with my family. We dropped off the rent-a-car, and I hear my dad go, and Macho! He screamed Macho from the street. I'm like, I don't. It's like hearing Superman. Like that, I heard Superman. You know what I mean? Because that was my like Superman as a kid. I was like, no way. My dad's. I ran to the street. Macho's in his like underwear, running, doing sprints, right? Sweating, ripped up. I'm like, yo, it was like I saw Spider-Man and shit. I was like, it's crazy. It was crazy. So he put his arm around me. My parents told him that I was a fighter. You know, he's a little boxer. Wow. He put his arm around me. He goes, oh yeah? With conviction, he said, you're gonna be a champion. You're gonna be a champion. I was like, that moment, I was like, I'm gonna be a champion. That's it. You knew. I was convicted. So, you know, I won the gloves twice in the same weight class that he won them, in the same arena he won them. So that was it. I was good. Like after I won that, I was fine. I accomplished like, you know, something great in my mind. You know. Yeah. So that's my story.
History.
Yeah,
history.
Yeah, that's my history.
That's a dope story.
It's pretty cool, right?
Not too many people have a story like that.
Yeah, it's pretty special, man.
So where was that?
That was in San Juan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we were going to the airport. It was literally our last moment in Puerto Rico, dropping off the rent-a-car to go home, and my dad screamed Macho, and I was like, what? It was so cool, man. Yeah. Real life hero.
Yeah, I met your pops the other day.
Oh, you met him the other day?
Yeah, when I came, did some rounds.
Okay, yeah, he talked about you today.
Yeah.
I told him we were doing the podcast. Oh, yeah, the Boricua? I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, my dad's pretty cool, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
He's got energy. He's 70, 72, and he's got so much energy. He's got life. You know, he loves to talk. You know, he's a good person. Definitely a good dude. It's my pops.
Yeah. Shout out.
He's very spiritual, too. My dad is a God-fearing man. He raised me like that.
Yeah. Shout out to my pops, too. You know, been there from the beginning.
I feel like I know your pops.
Yeah, I'm sure
I think I seen a picture of him today. I'm like, wait a minute, I know that guy. So maybe I seen him somewhere. I feel like I talked to him sometime.
I'm sure you did.
He's from the neighborhood, correct?
Yeah.
So yeah, talk about your pops, how you were raised.
Man, just you know, hardworking blue collar family, man. Just like pretty much everybody else.
Yeah.
And man, if you wanted it, you had to go get it.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. The youngest of 3 of us. So I'm the baby in the family.
Okay.
So I grew up always getting fucked up by my siblings. You know? And yeah, one day I was sick of it, man. So I decided to wrestle. You know, and I took up wrestling, and you know, I changed the table.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, just hard workers.
No doubt.
You know, so they set the example, and man, shit, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Take it day by day.
Oh man, so one of your brothers, I didn't know this was one of your brothers. He went to the Air Force?
Yeah. Andrew, our best friend, our childhood best friend.
Okay, so he's not like blood, but he's your brother.
Yeah. Brother from another mother.
Okay, because he used to train with me at Unique. He did a little boxing with my program for a little bit. And we became cool. He's a great kid. Yeah. Great guy. Well, great guy now. He's not a kid anymore.
Yeah. Nah. Shout out to Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's fucking go back to the Sandlot.
That's what's up. Actually, I was gonna buy a shirt. I had a shirt today that said "Killing Me, Smalls." You know, it's from the movie Sandlot.
Nah.
Well, I saw that shirt. I was gonna wear it, but anyway. So yeah, Andrew went to the Air Force, right? What is it?
Yeah, he's an officer in the Air Force.
Officer in the Air Force. Very cool. And then you have another brother,
Tyler.
Tyler came here for a little bit.
Yeah.
What's he up to? What's his dynamic?
He works for the town, and he does photography and stuff.
Oh, that's dope. So does he pictures for you too?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, he's man, another one, hustler.
Yeah.
Hustler. I'm sure in the classes he was putting in the work in.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
I wish he stuck around a little longer, but it's cool.
Yeah.
He's busy.
I'm sure he'll be back. But yeah, he's busy.
Yeah, life takes you, where it takes you.
Yeah, man. But he plays a lot of basketball.
Okay, he's tall. He's
Yeah.
like 6 foot. I could imagine, right?
Yeah, he's like,
up there.
Yeah, he's up there.
Mhm.
But he'd be balling a lot.
That's what's up. I love ball.
Me too, man.
You ball?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm alright.
Oh shoot, we have to play one day.
Yeah.
I was starting point guard in 7th and 8th grade.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, for sure we'll play.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get a game in.
Yeah, a quick one-on-one.
Maybe we'll go when we go to Sean's spot in Shelter Island. We'll go.
Yeah.
We definitely got to go this summer. We got to make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
And so I want to also touch on this. Not many people know this, but you're an entrepreneur outside of being an MMA fighter.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk about that. Let them know, man. You're not only you a fighter, dedicated, but you're a hustler outside the ring, dedicated to your business.
Man. I got I like business. Always like business. I was like the kid always, selling candy and stuff.
Yeah.
Anything to make a couple of bucks.
It's just that feeling of earning it on your own, right?
Yeah, and then
it's that reward.
And getting the team involved and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just turning something into nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That whole game, I think that's the fun part.
Yeah.
I think that's the fun part of businesses, turning an idea into something.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I gotta I don't know, play with a few things. I have a little valet company and put I have my close people. We all work together and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, we all hustle. We all Supreme Valet. Shout out to Supreme Valet.
Supreme Valet. So if you need a valet company, call them up.
The best on the island, no doubt about it.
I heard great things about you guys.
Yeah, everybody a hustler. Everybody like good people. So it's good energy.
Right.
And
so let me get into that. How did you even think about opening up a valet business? Where'd that concept come from?
Oh man, I started working for a valet company, and then I learned the skills, and I started my own, and because I rather
why not?
I rather dictate my own hours.
That's right.
Freedom.
That's what life's about.
Yeah, man.
Having freedom, time.
Yeah.
Because that's all we have is time.
Yeah, that's all we have until we have no more.
Mm-hmm. So why not own your time instead of letting somebody else own your time?
Yeah.
I love it.
Like the discipline equals freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Jocko Willink.
Yeah.
Man. It's time.
Yeah.
Time. How do you want to spend it?
Yeah. So everybody has their own way of moving. I catch myself daily like, why do I hustle so much? Like, I have this crazy drive. I'm like, slow down, but I can't. I don't want to stop moving. I'm like, is that a bad thing? I'm like, no, it's just who I am.
Yeah.
I accept it.
Yeah.
I own it.
Yeah.
Well,
if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have all of this.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I've had a vision.
This, for this. You got the family.
Yeah, very important to me. I love my family.
Yeah, like man, that's a hustle.
Yeah. I gotta get my son's bike fixed, by the way.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, get it fixed already. But that'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow's that day.
Yeah.
But so I know we also talked about real estate. That's the next move. In the future, possibly.
I think so.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. It's hard to say. I'm doing my research though.
Yeah.
See if that's where I want to go. But
I think it's a great idea. I think
property, right?
Yeah, even like investment properties to rent. Say you like to travel, right?
Right.
So you find a destination that you really like to visit often.
Yeah. Then that brings up the passive income.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to create a flow of income where essentially you're not there. There's an expression by Warren Buffett. If you don't learn how to make money while you're sleeping, you're gonna work for the rest of your life. And so you gotta get your money to work for you, and then try to set up streams of passive income, and that's gonna allow you more time.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what it's about.
Well, we only have certain hours. We only have 24 hours.
Yep.
What do you want to be doing for that 24 hours?
Right.
Ultimately,
right?
It frees up your time.
Mm-hmm.
If you have money, it frees up your time.
Because you're not working for it.
Yeah. I mean, you're working to establish it.
Right.
Don't get it confused.
I got you.
Yep. I think that's where people could get confused.
Right.
There's work required.
For sure.
But
it's smart work.
Right. And if you understand, and if you work backwards,
Mm-hmm.
And understand, maybe that will be the case. You want passive income.
Mm-hmm.
How can you kind of reconstruct that?
Yeah.
Knowing that, that's a goal. Okay, how can I set that up for, I don't know, a couple of years? You have something, video shit,
yeah. Yeah.
It's important for anybody.
For sure.
Especially if you're, a young entrepreneur or athlete, boxer, MMA fighter, young fighter. If you could, have, learn about finances.
Right. It's important.
It is.
Like you need time to train.
Right.
So if you didn't have your own business, it'd be very difficult to be that elite level athlete.
Yeah, man. I've been there. We've all been there.
Yeah.
Fucking gotta bust your ass,
Mm-hmm.
and then work all day, that crazy grind. It's crazy,
Yeah, hell yeah.
But it doesn't have to be that way.
Right.
If you don't want it to be that way. But
yeah, I used to work for I used to cut trees when I was competing for the Golden Gloves. And I would literally all day cut trees, go home, eat, go to the gym, train for like 3 hours. I'd run before I went to bed, go to sleep. I did that all day, every day. But, I think cutting the trees actually helped me get stronger.
yeah, man.
Part of it,
Yeah. I'm sure there's a part of you that without those experiences,
yeah,
you might not be here.
Absolutely. It made me realize I don't want to cut trees. I don't want to do this forever.
Yeah. I remember I've done work like that too, the construction. And,
right. Labor.
Man, that's that does make you strong though.
Yeah.
That's heavy lifting. The shoveling. Man, you wake up sore.
Yeah, like Joe Smith, local champ.
Yeah.
He's won. He busted his ass shoveling, digging holes for the union, going to train and fighting,
Man, he tough guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joe Smith.
I don't know what it is about the water in Shirley, Mastic, man. We got a lot of talent out here.
Man.
A lot of talent.
Yeah, blue collar.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody blue collar.
Yeah.
It's
we come from a beach community. It was like good vibes, good
yeah.
feelings. You just want to work hard. You want nice things in life.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that goes into our neighborhood, our town.
Yeah. It's a nice little blend too. Culture. A lot of culture.
Very diverse.
Yeah.
And I love that about our community.
Me too.
I love that multicultural. You have pizzerias, you have Spanish restaurants, you have delis. It's a great neighborhood.
You got halal.
Halal.
You got all
everything.
These places.
We have everything.
Yeah. Crazy.
So Ryan, what kind of advice would you give anybody coming up right now that wants to be like you, be in your shoes? That's just getting started.
I mean, to be a fighter. I mean, or
yeah, be a fighter, to be a top level fighter. What does it take? What is it going to take for them? What are their first steps they have to take to even embark on this mission?
Well, I mean, we're all fighters.
Mm-hmm.
We're all fighters. As Renzo Gracie says, you're fighting to, wake up past the alarm, to, wake up for the alarm in the morning. But it requires just showing up every day. I mean, I'm still learning, but I know that's a pillar of it.
Yeah.
Just showing up every day. Just knowing that it's a process.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, it requires work. It requires work, and you have to understand that the grind, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah.
You know, it's a training camp before the training camp. That's where the fight is won.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that grind, just showing up every day, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you're doing, man. That's what you're doing. You know, you're cutting down, moving trees. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're parking cars. It's the best parking job you could do.
Yeah.
It's like that's what you're doing. You know, when you're speaking to a customer, that's what you're doing.
Right.
When you're in the gym, hitting the bag, that's what you're doing.
Right.
And it's a habit to be developed. And yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to focus on.
Right.
Just focus on what I'm doing
At the moment. Be the best in the moment.
That's it, man. That's it. Yeah, man. Like, I think that's it. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, well, that's sounds good to me.
Yeah.
You know, you got to work hard. You got to be patient. You got to be consistent. And you got to be a student all the time, always learning. Take as much information as you can, right?
Yeah.
And then whatever works for you, you take.
Right.
That's how I'd look at it, for sure. So, anything else you want to talk about?
How about you? How about advice to the young fighters?
Young fighters?
Yeah.
One is patience. Because a lot of young fighters, they want everything so fast. They think they should be better quicker. And I see that they get frustrated sometimes and thinking that they got to be at a certain level. And I always tell them, chill. You're going to get there. Like you said, just show up every day. And one day, it's going to click. And you're going to be like, oh, I feel how it's supposed to feel now. I understand. That's how it's supposed to feel. The movement, it just clicks. And then other things start to click along the way. So that's all about being patient. If you're patient and you work hard, it all comes together. I tell everybody, anybody could box. Anybody could do anything they want to do in this world of fighting. You just got to do it every day. And some will get it quicker. Some will get it later. But your time will come. You just got to believe in it and be patient. And just work hard. That's my advice. Just be patient and work hard. And I think, if they want it bad enough, it's going to come. That's my advice. That's my main thing I always tell everybody, all my students. Oh, when can I spar? When can I spar? I'm like, when you're ready, when I feel you're ready. If you show up, but see what happens is it's the test. I make them wait. A lot of them, I make them wait to see how dedicated they really are. How bad do you really want it? Are you willing to wait for me to tell you to spar? And then those kids that wait, they excel, And then I see the kids drop off, the ones that I make them wait not a little too long, but a little too long for them. They didn't have the patience. Be patient, because I would have let you spar next week if you didn't quit this week.
Right.
Feel me?
Yeah.
So to me, it's like I just tell them, just be patient, because your time will come. And when your time comes, you better be ready. And don't leave. That's it. Stay in the gym.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my advice.
Yeah, that's dope.
I think that's number one.
Yeah.
Other than that, you got nutrition's key, vitamins, rest, recovery. Surrounding yourself with positive people. Don't be hanging around. If you're a young kid, don't be hanging around with the kids that are going to steer you away from your goals. Because then you're going to veer off and you're not going to, reach your goal, the ultimate goal that you came here for. That's it. I got a few good students right now. Really polished young kids, nasty. So I look forward. They're like, anywhere from 8 to 13.
Oh.
Yeah. Little guys.
Yeah.
Sharp. So I'm excited about that.
What's the perfect age you think to get a kid boxing?
Every kid's different. Some kids aren't ready at a young age, but I have a tiny champs program, ages 4 to 9. Dude, I have 5-year-olds that are nasty.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like perfectly, sound boxers, but just like they have this warrior spirit. You can tell they're fighters, and they look decent at 5. Where I have an 8-year-old that looks like he's lost. So to me, there's no perfect age. I think every kid should try it at a young age. A parent should just look at their kid and be like, throw them in it, give them a shot, maybe pull them out, put them back until they're ready. So, 4, try it out. You never know. You might have that little gem that's just nasty at 4, 5, 6. And by the time they're 8, they're dynamic. and they're going into the Junior Olympics and these young tournaments, and they're just dominating because they started at that age, so that when they're 8, they're already surpassing all these kids that are just starting at 8. So I don't feel like there's a ripe age. It's just everybody's different. You know. What do you feel?
I mean, I would say so. It's like that 10,000 hour rule. You know, you get them. They started so young, so for them to accumulate 10,000 hours, like they were by the time they do that, they're 13 years old.
Right.
You know, they're mad young, and they're already performing at world class level.
Yes, that's what it is. The 10,000. You know, you put in that time. It doesn't matter where. If you put in the time, it's gonna happen. And I think that's with anything in life. Just put in the time. You want it, put in the time. Do it. Because, you know, a lot of people procrastinate in life. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. Well, then just do it. Right? Like Nike. Just do it. It's the perfect slogan.
The best slogan. Yeah, man.
Perfect slogan. I want to keep talking, man. I want to keep talking. What time is it? 10:09? We've been talking for about 45 minutes. Is this your first podcast?
I've done a couple before.
Before?
Yeah, small ones, you know.
All right, cool. First video one or?
No.
No? Okay.
This is yeah.
Couple.
This is the most official though.
Official? You like my setup?
Yeah. Yeah, this is the most official.
Thanks, bro.
You got Yoda in the back.
Yeah, Yoda.
Yeah.
You know, Star Wars is all about, you know, spirituality and all that. If you really watch it, there's a lot of symbolization of how we are if we, you know, correlate it with our creator. It's kind of dope. You ever watch Star Wars?
Yeah.
I like Star Wars.
Yeah. Star Wars is dope. What about Dragon Ball Z?
You know, I never watched Dragon Ball Z. You?
Oh, yeah.
That's your shit?
Yeah.
What about all the other anime stuff? You like it?
Yeah. But for me, Dragon Ball Z is the one.
That's your one?
Yeah.
There's another one that just, I don't know if it's just new or it's been out. It's called something. And it's all about the metaverse. Like, you put on, in the anime, they actually put on the glasses and they have to live in this other world. And if you die in the metaverse, in this anime, you die in real life. And you like they sword fight. It's pretty dope. I'm going to find out the name of it because
it's an anime?
It's an anime.
Art? Wait, what do you say?
Something art something. I wish I knew it because people would be like, oh, I know that. Basically, the concept of this anime is, you know, you go into this different world. It's an alternate reality, right? But in this alternate reality, you're fighting. Like, you have a sword fight. You know how they fight? And if you die in there, you're in real life, you're gone. You don't live. You don't survive. So they're fighting to stay alive inside this metaverse.
Yeah.
Sick. Yeah. I was put onto this yesterday, so I'm gonna check it out. How do you feel about this whole crypto world and digital?
I don't know, man. I'm not well educated enough to even have a opinion of it.
Okay,
you know?
I wasn't sure. I figured I'd throw it out there.
Yeah, there's so much. So much. But I mean, it's interesting. Everything's blowing up so fast.
Things are moving so quickly, right?
Yeah. So it makes me a little hesitant. You know. I guess that's just being a little a bit conservative. But it has so much upside too. And I think that's what's getting a lot of people in.
Yeah.
Is the potential upside. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe 40 years from now we're looking at you remember the whole crypto thing? You know, but
right.
but I hear that it has the potential to change the world.
Right.
And if that is the case, man, then that's a beautiful thing.
Right. But it could change the world in two ways, right? Now, human connection could be a lot less. There'll be a lot less human connection because everybody's going to be more inside this video game, pretty much a video game, alternate reality. But I also look at it like this because some people brought up this, people that have social anxiety, 1, 2, disabilities where they can't really leave their house, just not confident. They can enter this world and have a sense of connection because they don't have to be who they are in reality. So that's just a whole nother aspect of people living a different life, more confident because they don't have to be who they are. You understand what I'm saying? That makes sense? Or people with disabilities, right? they can go in there and they could work out. They could do exercises right from their living room because they're, they have this opportunity to enter another space.
Yeah. So like the physical body is just is sitting in a chair and like has a VR, but that's like becoming the actual reality.
Right. They're creating like gloves, right? Where if you
everybody stays almost in their own cocoon.
Yeah.
And like that's where we live life out of. Like that's what you're saying that it could get to.
Absolutely. That's the only way to do it, unless they create some type of concept where me and you have a pair of glasses on and we're in two realities. We're here and there's other shit that they create that we can look at.
Don't you think in many ways that would be good for society? For safety.
Right.
Like because us like we want to do what's comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we don't want to work out. That's why we don't want to eat the apple a day. Right. Take that walk around the block. Because it's not comfortable.
Right.
The body has to exert itself.
Yeah.
So we're trying to. That's why it's easy on the other end to sit down and play video games.
Right.
Be in the VR.
So easy.
And so. Don't you think that like the body would say, yeah, let's keep doing this, and as like through time, it preserves the human body. I don't know,
I think it would deteriorate the human body because we're not moving.
It could, but what about if all you need is really the mind?
Okay.
That's why you see aliens. They have the big head,
yeah,
and then the skinny little body,
yeah.
Because it's like we used to be cavemen.
Yeah.
We were stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Now the body's changing.
Yeah.
And and fucking yeah, man. It's interesting. Maybe that's the best way to preserve the human body. Maybe you can live longer. What about if all the miles you're doing? What about if it's taking off your lifespan?
Right.
And you could live. What about if you did that and you could live to 120 years, no problem.
Right.
If you're taking care of the mind,
Yeah, and I hear you. That's a great perspective. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I just feel like human connection. There's nothing like it. Like me and you,
no doubt,
having this right here. This moment, and just doing that in an alternate space that we're not connected. I think God created us to be here, not to be in another alternate reality. And but I don't mind this metaverse because it's a financial situation where people could actually capitalize in this space, which actually I'm working on some things in there, because I want to get in the forefront. I want to be in the beginning, but I don't actually want to spend time in there. I just want to make money in there.
Fair.
Fair.
Well, it's all financial.
Yeah, for in that space for
sure.
me,
that's okay. Yeah.
But I'm sure people already in there enjoying that space.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's right now. It's what's going on right now. Yeah. Everybody's talking about it. So I had to bring it up. I didn't know where you were with that.
Yeah. And then what about if like some type of like EMP dropped, right? And it took off electricity, right?
Yeah. Then all that's over.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's all over. I think about that too.
Yeah.
If an EMP drops, we have no phones. So we're gonna go right back to square one where human connection is absolutely important.
And people don't know how to start a fire. Because they're too busy on their VRs.
Yeah, they're gonna be lost. They're gonna walk outside and be like, "What do we do now?"
Yeah, they're gonna need like mad sunscreen.
For sure, man. How do you like living in New York?
That's cool.
You like the Four Seasons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the dynamic of change.
Yeah. I don't like the winter. I don't like the cold. I was in Miami a couple weeks ago. I was like, I belong here.
Hey man, you're from the people from the islands.
Yeah.
We like it warm.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But I don't mind the winter though. Like there's something primitive about the cold.
Yeah. Yeah, you go outside and it's a little chilly, a little crispy, warm up.
Yeah, man. You got to work for it.
Do some work to get warm.
Yeah, you got to work for it.
Chop some trees, put in the wood.
Sledgehammer slams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It makes you work for it.
Would you rather run in the cold or in the warm?
Well,
some people like that crisp air in their lungs.
Yeah, I mean, crisp is cool. Cold, I mean, that's different.
Right.
I mean, it's what would I rather do? Run in the sun.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, but that's why I enjoy running in the cold,
Right.
because I'd rather run in the sun.
Gotcha.
You know, so it takes that much more willpower to
Yeah.
get it done.
Very true. You have a you run on the beach?
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
the beach runs.
for sure, man.
I feel like when I did my runs on the beach, my legs just look different.
The calves, the legs, everything, man. Yeah, for sure. And running backwards too.
Mm-hmm. Sideways.
Yeah,
At all angles.
That's right.
Because you fight in all angles.
moving.
Yeah. I always did that. I always ran backwards. I did 20s. So I would do, I'd run straight, whatever. And then when I did my backwards and side steps, I would do 20 back, 20 side, forward. Just go. And I would do that every so often to make sure I was hitting every angle when I ran.
Yeah, I ride my bike there. Ride my bike, get a hard pace, and then, put my bike there and, get on the beach, run. Man, we're blessed that the beach is right here.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
We are blessed.
Like, there's not too many people could say that.
We live on the coast. It's like we live on an island down the block from the beach. No, but not many people could say that.
Literally down the block.
I live down the block. I run from my house over the bridge. I touch the water when I do run. I haven't been running, but when I do run, I touch the water.
You actually like physically.
Oh,
like,
I have to touch it. It's like like a thing with me. I have to touch the water. Or
do you tip your?
No, because I'm wearing my sneakers. So I just touch the water.
Okay.
I put it. I wash my head. I wash my face with it.
Yeah.
I pray. I do like a moment. I have my moment, and then I run back home over the bridge, go home, and it's like, it's spiritual for me running. Like I just feel like a sense of, it's different.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Running, yeah, man. Like, or is that what you're talking about? Running?
Yeah, running. Like, do you get is it spiritual for you?
It all is, man.
Okay.
It all is. Like, that's what this is about, man. It's that spiritual journey. Like, it's you're trying to discover yourself through the process, whatever process.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, running, it's training, man. It's bigger than you.
Yeah.
It's bigger than you. So man, that's whew, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I enjoy running. I just came back from running Montauk, came back and
Okay.
so nice run. And yeah, man, it's good for the soul.
It is.
It's good for the soul.
Yeah. I think people should, like, people who go through like depressions and stuff like that, I think the first thing that they should start doing is working out, exercising, because it releases endorphins to make you feel a little bit better. And then you can work off that. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Depends.
Okay.
Depends on what they're depressed with.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
Maybe they're only sleeping 30 minutes a day.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe sleep should be the first thing.
That should be the first thing. You're right.
But working out is up there. It has to be. I think it's a pillar to like a successful life. Is the physical, but but sleep in that physical, nutrition, working out, and good energy.
Yep. Reading.
Yeah.
Knowledge opens up that mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're stuck in like this mold of life, and we don't know anything else. And all of a sudden, you start reading, you start expanding that brain, and you leave that little dark space because now you start expanding your mind a little bit. Things start to open up, and you're like, oh wait, man, that's not life. There's more to this.
Right.
And then it kind of like helps. I just know I'm just speaking from experience. I've dealt with depression in life, and running helped me. Reading, sleeping, going to bed early was like a key, like 10 o'clock, no later than 11. Getting my 8 hours in, waking up early, journaling, meditating, like all those little things help. And like you come to a point where you don't have to do all those things anymore, but it's definitely a good way to get yourself back on track and feeling good and being able to be productive in life. So
it's like ground you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, running. I mean, just running, Zen running.
Yeah.
It's like this thing I heard. It's just called Zen running. No expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Just run. You know, however far you run at whatever pace. You know, some days you're gonna go slower. Some days you pick it up. Like it's about you.
Yeah.
And I like that philosophy.
Okay. Zen running. Well, that's pretty much how I do it.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, when you're always trying to set records, it could be like daunting.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realize, like, you know, let me free it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it becomes easier. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
you do it at the same time. You're just not stressing about it.
You're hitting it, man.
Yeah.
That's deep. People don't realize I gotta beat my time. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You're taking away the vibe of the run, right? Like I'm not saying it right.
Yeah, you're focused on the wrong thing.
Right. You shouldn't be focused on anything.
Yeah, man. If it's focused on time, then you're not focused on competing to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't be about time. It should be about performing to your highest potential.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when you get all worked up with time,
Mm-hmm.
what is it? What is it? It's time. So it's an illusion. It's man-made.
Yeah.
Like it's a concept. So yeah, you just gotta get lost in the process.
Get lost in the process. Remember that. I like that.
Yeah, thanks.
It's true. Get lost in the process. Enjoy it. Feel the moment.
Yeah.
Put on music. You know,
whatever you're feeling.
whatever it is. Music helped me
Yeah.
establish a rhythm. You know, with movement.
Yeah.
Change my rhythms up.
To the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think everybody should do that.
What you do, like freestyle?
With freestyle music?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
it just depended. It could be R&B.
ooh.
It could be hip hop.
Yeah.
It could be a little. It's just whatever was on. It wasn't planned. You know, when I trained, I would find that today I'm gonna do rhythm. You know, bag work. Or today I'm gonna do rhythm shadow boxing, and everything would be like a step to the and then I would change. So instead of going from the hi hat, I would go to the kick. And we'll go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it would actually I would actually start embedding different rhythms for me when I fought. So when I fought, I would like say to myself, this fight is very stagnant. Like, you know when you fight is a little stale, someone has to do something to like get the edge. I would always say that to myself, this fight's stale, you got to do something to get an edge. So I would change up a rhythm to give them a different look, and all of a sudden things started to open up. So I totally think rhythm training is so important. You got to find different rhythms to, you know.
And then the song switches, and then you have to bring it back, right?
Yeah.
It's like the ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. I like putting on like a 80s freestyle.
Yeah, I love
freestyle. Like just move into that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Tony Ferguson, that's how he trains.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he's a madman.
And Tony Ferguson, MMA fighter, absolutely.
Yeah, he's for the UFC.
Okay.
They call him Boogeyman.
I've heard of him.
El Kukui.
Okay. And that's
Yeah.
how he trains to beats?
Yeah, he's a dog.
No doubt.
Yeah.
He's a heavyweight, right?
Nah, he's a lightweight.
Oh, lightweight. See, I just started telling myself I got to start getting into the MMA world. And you inspired me to do this. Cuz I'm like, I know he's going to be on this. So I got to start knowing all these fighters.
Yeah. No, it's a big, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
So, last question, because we've been talking a while. I could talk forever. But, okay. When do you foresee, this is it, because I want to see you there. I know you're going to be there. When do you foresee yourself in the UFC dominating, taking world titles?
It's hard to say. You know, I'm just kind of focused on the new year.
Okay.
You know, just trying to really focus on enjoying the holidays.
Okay.
You know, and see what the new year brings. But man, just take advantage of the 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know, just taking it day by day and enjoying the process.
And when it comes, it comes. When things come, they come.
Yeah, man, and knowing that being the greatest to have ever lived and working backwards from there, and that's the light, that's the North Star. So just doing what I got to do to make sure I'm on the right path. And yeah, man, there's more than one way up to the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And you got to find your way.
Very cool. Interesting. Well, guys, you heard it from him. I thought this was a great conversation. I'm a little laid back tonight. I'm not super excited because I'm just having a nice conversation with Ryan here. But I appreciate you coming on the show, Ryan. For you guys that want to know more about Ryan, all his information is below in the YouTube information bracket, down there. His social media, his YouTube channel, his fights, and so forth. And, we'll have him back in the future for sure. I want to see his next journey, how things go for his life. And we could touch on that. Ryan, thanks for coming down. Thank you for the gift. I greatly appreciate that. I'm going to read that. And when I'm done, I'll let you know, how I felt about it and what I got from it.
Yeah, man.
But, yeah, thanks again for coming down. I appreciate you, brother.
Man, thank you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, that was great.
No doubt.
That was cool, man.